Arizona Cardinals last year had a fantastic season, 4-13.
You fooled me. I was
Do you not remember?
They did?
They went 4-13. They sucked. They lose their top 2 receivers, I guess. Marquise Brown and Rondell Moore. They both move on. They bring in Zay Jones. I think underrated.
Yep.
Good size. Has done well the last 2 places he's been.
He's a better as a core member, and they're building. Obviously, they're building that wide receiver unit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Jonah Williams they bring in. He sucks. He keeps keeping jobs, and he just isn't good.
he's a swing tackle.
Sean Murphy-Button. I actually like him. In the draft, they bring in, of course, the wide receiver 1 in the draft, Marvin Harrison Jr. We expect huge things out of him, leading that wide receiver room. I heard there's a little bit of a controversy with the wide receiver 2. Is it Michael Wilson? Is it Greg Dortch?
Yeah, and then their second first-round pick, Darius Robinson, edge rusher.
Yep.
Mizzou, right? Yeah, very
I just
good.
can't
Yeah.
do the knee braces. He wears some monster knee braces.
Hey, whatever you got to do to be productive out there, it doesn't
true.
matter. The Cardinals are on paper, they're good vibes over there.
I think they're coming. I don't think it's their year this year.
Yeah,
I think they're coming though.
Yeah, my question. Thank you. Great. Are they a year away from being a year away?
Oh, that's very nice.
Right? Because you see
Wait, what did you say?
Are they a year away from being a year away? So they're
Why
about.
don't you
2
say, are
years
they
away.
2 years away?
Yeah, because listen.
Are they 4 years minus 2 away?
Listen, because they have the star wideout. They have
Dang, Ainge.
Kyler Murray. They have Jonathan Gannon.
I get what you're saying.
There are a couple pieces. They need a couple more years of first round picks. A couple more pieces of free agency.
I like the Cardinals. I was one making the
Jonathan
argument for
Gannon
them.
had those boys playing hard last year.
You're saying are we expecting them to be 2 years away?
Yeah.
But we wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
if
they're
it
going to
comes together
finish
in a year.
close to 500. People think.
Even the way they ended the year last year, when Murray came back,
Yep,
you
yep.
saw they were
They
playing
went.
much
I think
better.
the
They were
last
a real team.
They were 500, and I think the last 8 games.
and
of
the
season
games
last
they
year,
actually lost, it was like 3-4
And they
points.
last year they beat the Cowboys, they beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gannon has these boys playing tough. So you can kind of see all right, they're building, they're redoing this thing. It'll take a couple times because they still have a lot of. They have their secondary is pretty bad still. They still have offensive line questions, but they're getting there, and it's a pretty good, nice sight to see that they didn't completely rebuild. They stuck with Kyler even through the ACL.
It's also nice not having the spotlight on them. Like in that division,
Yeah.
all they have to do is just build.
And
it.
honestly, now there's no pressure on Kyler because no one's expecting anything from you guys anyway, even this year, next year, because you're in the same division as the 49ers. You're in the NFC with all these guys, and positive vibes over in Arizona for being like the 4th place team in this in this division.
That was my question. Are they better than the Seahawks? And where are you with Kyler?
I was going to ask you that.
Is Kyler the 4th best quarterback in the division? Is he better than Geno?
Yes.
Yeah. I think he's like a B+ quarterback. Because his talent. I think he's more talented. I think he could have stretches that would be longer than Geno's as far as greatness. That's why he's better.
He'll have more good to great games than Geno Smith.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of where I lean there.
Yeah. He doesn't run anymore. That's not like a. And
Well,
maybe
he hasn't been healthy for
it's
2
come
years.
a year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But every year since that, I think first year, he's run less and less and less and less. So it's slowly leaving his game. He's a good thrower. He's not a great thrower. I don't think he'll ever be a great thrower. We'll see if Marvin Harrison changes that.
He's a decent thrower. I don't think.
But I feel like Kyler Murray is surviving off that first year a little long as far as him sniffing the elite tier. I feel like he's a lot more Jared Goff, below Kirk Cousins than we want to admit.
No, I do think his running will come back though. I think they're gonna. You can't have Kyler
But
Murray.
when does that ever happen? That quarterback started running again.
Usually
When it leaves,
it has happened.
Russell Wilson.
It has happened before, and he's not like some old guy. I think that's just my. I mean, you might be right, but my opinion is if you have Kyler Murray, this athlete, you're not going to not run him. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're the offensive coordinator for the Cardinals, you're not going to be like just.
I get what you're saying, but that's exactly what happened. He stopped running.
Well, because he came back from injury last year. Either way, this is all.
Is he elite without running? That's what I'm trying to get to. If he's just a throwing quarterback, is this someone who can win the division, let alone a playoff game?
I think that's why you get a Marvin Harrison Jr. Make you a little better than what you actually are. Yeah.
I mean, he's had D-Hop. He's had a couple guys. But, yeah, we'll see. We do love the marriage of Kyler and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's going to be so cool.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Speaking of sexy, that's a pretty cool duo.
Very sexy. I want to see the Cardinals kind of needed that.
Yeah.
James Conner's still there, but they did draft Benson. Can't remember. Trey Benson, yeah.
Out of Florida State, FSU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big boy. So we'll see if he's basically a clone of.
There's been some talk though, straight from Jonathan Gannon about now James Conner's still the guy.
Oh, they love him.
Like
Connor's
they
dog.
love
They
that
love
dude.
him.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
But I think this is his last year of his deal, so it might be
Yeah.
the last hurrah. For,
And he
James
misses
Conner.
a good chunk of games.
he
every
does,
year.
he does. But
so-
he's a second half of the season player.
Yeah.
He's a
this
cold
year,
weather.
They don't
running
have to
back.
go to Emery Demercado or whatever. His
I fell for that trap. No, but in general, and just a broad look at this team, positive vibes. They're young. They're getting younger.
They're a year away from being a year.
Year away, yeah. There's a better way of saying that.
I feel like sometimes the Angels
Angel thought
writing.
he dropped some.
I was just
heat with it.
he was writing. He's like, they're a year away.
I'm a year
Being a
away.
year, I am cooking, right?
But still, like you guys know,
We get what you're saying,
It's
yeah.
very
They're
you
coming.
can see the writing on the wall for this team being good next year or the year after.
Absolutely. I tell you what, we're optimistic about the Seattle Seahawks. We all kind of feel like the Cardinals are coming. If they both arrive, we don't think the Rams or Niners going anywhere. This another
This is why
division on the
this
run.
is why this division is so good because even the bottom team, like these two teams, are very good.